First, the USDA's Justice for All non-discriminatory statement, which simply states that all persons must be treated equally without regard to their race, color, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activity, and that our institution provides an inclusive space for all. For more information on the And Justice for All statement, please visit the USDA's website.
Hi everyone, my name is Brian from FCHS, Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Gloucester County, here with a lesson today on making half of your grains whole grains. Alright, so why should we choose whole grains? Well, for starters, whole grains are an excellent source of fiber. Another really good source of fiber are fruits and vegetables, so really important to incorporate fruits and vegetables in addition to whole grains into your diet. Whole grains are going to help your body with digestion, and also it's going to help you feel full longer. And this is going to help out throughout the day so that you don't overeat things that maybe you don't want too much of. And whole grains will also help lower your risk for diabetes, heart disease, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. So a lot of good benefits from choosing whole grains. So what is a whole grain food? So a whole grain food has all three components of a grain in it, which is the bran, the endosperm, and the germ. So the bran is the darker brown on the outside that protects the seed. And the bran has fiber in it, it has B vitamins, it has minerals. Then we have the endosperm, which is the larger section on the inside, and this is the energy for the seed, which has carbohydrates, it has some protein, and some B vitamins. And then finally, it has the germ, which is nourishment for the seed. That's the smaller section on the inside. And this has B vitamins, it has vitamin E, minerals, and phytochemicals. So a refined grain, or one that's been processed more, typically only has the middle section, the endosperm, which is mostly carbohydrates. Where a whole grain food is going to have all three components, and we're going to get all of that good fiber and all those good nutrients that our body needs. So here we have some examples of refined grain foods versus whole grain foods. So on the left, we have our refined grains, which again only has the endosperm portion of the grain in it. So some examples are white pasta, white bread, and then desserts like cakes, cookies, and pastries. And then on the right, we have our whole grain foods, which have all three components of the grain. Some of these you may have heard of before, and others might be unfamiliar, and that's fine. But we have oats, brown rice, whole wheat items, barley, buckwheat, farro, spelt, quinoa, millet, and teff. So how do you tell if a food is a whole grain? So the best way is to check the ingredient list. The first ingredient should have a phrase with the word whole in it, so something like whole grain or whole wheat. It's going to let you know that it is a whole grain food. If you see something that says enriched flour or the word whole is not in it, chances are it's not a whole grain food. And then you might also see this stamp on the food package, and this is going to let you know that it is a 100% whole grain food. So that's a nice little trick to know too. All right, and our goal is to make half of your grains whole grains, so you don't have to consume only whole grains, but we do want to incorporate them more into our diets, and we can do this through small changes by choosing whole grain bread instead of white bread, choosing oatmeal instead of a refined sugary cereal, and choosing a whole grain pasta or brown rice over a regular pasta or white rice. All right, thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see everybody next time.